Broken Windows Theory by George L. Kelling and James Q. Wilson. The broken windows theory is a simple yet powerful idea about how crime and disorder are connected. It was introduced by two American scholars, George L. Kelling and James Q. Wilson, in 1982. Imagine walking down a street and seeing an abandoned building with a few broken windows. At first, it may not seem like a big deal. But if no one fixes the windows, soon more will be broken. Graffiti might appear on the walls, trash might pile up outside, and eventually, people may begin to avoid the area. Some might even start committing more serious crimes there. Kelling and Wilson believed that small signs of disorder like this can lead to bigger problems if they are ignored. The theory suggests that when small crimes or signs of damage are left unaddressed, they send a message that no one cares, and that there are no rules in that place. This feeling of lawlessness can grow and lead to more serious crimes like theft, assault, or drug use. In other words, if one broken window is left unrepaired, it invites more damage. If a streetlight goes out and no one fixes it, people may feel unsafe, and those with bad intentions might take advantage of the darkness. When graffiti appears and stays, it might encourage more graffiti or even gang activity. Kelling and Wilson believed that taking care of small problems could help prevent bigger ones from happening. To understand the logic behind this theory, think about how we behave in our daily lives. If you enter a clean and quiet library, you are more likely to be quiet yourself. But if you walk into a noisy and messy place, you might not feel the need to follow any rules either. The same idea applies to neighborhoods. If a community is clean, peaceful, and well kept, it can give people a sense of pride and responsibility. But if things are falling apart, some people may feel like no one is watching or that no one cares. This can attract troublemakers and make people who live there feel unsafe or powerless. Kelling and Wilson argued that police should pay attention not only to serious crimes but also to the small ones. This does not mean arresting someone for every little thing, but rather keeping public spaces in good shape and maintaining order. For example, police might focus on stopping people from vandalizing property, drinking in public, or causing disturbances in the street. By dealing with these minor problems early, they believed the police could stop bigger crimes before they started. One of the most famous examples of the broken windows theory being put into practice was in New York City in the 1990s. At the time, the city had high crime rates, and many parts of the city were run down. The police began a new approach, focusing on fixing minor problems and maintaining order. They cracked down on subway fare evasion, cleaned up graffiti, and made sure the streets were safer and cleaner. Over time, crime rates dropped, and many people believed that this strategy played a big part in the city becoming safer. However, the broken windows theory has also been criticized. Some people argue that focusing too much on small crimes can lead to unfair treatment of certain communities, especially poorer neighborhoods or minority groups. There have been cases where people were treated harshly for minor offenses, which led to tension between the police and the community. Critics say that while the idea of keeping neighborhoods clean and orderly is good, it should not come at the cost of treating people unfairly. Others argue that fixing broken windows is not enough, and that deeper issues like poverty, lack of education, and unemployment also need to be addressed to truly stop crime. Despite the criticisms, the broken windows theory has had a big impact on how people think about crime prevention. It has influenced many cities around the world and encouraged leaders to look at crime from a broader point of view. Instead of only focusing on serious crimes, this theory teaches us to pay attention to the environment and how people feel about their neighborhoods. It shows that keeping places clean, safe, and respectful can make a big difference in how people behave. The idea is not just for the police or city officials. It can be used by anyone who wants to improve their community. If people take care of their surroundings, report small problems, and work together to keep their streets safe, they can help prevent bigger issues. Something as simple as picking up trash, painting over graffiti, or reporting a broken streetlight can help maintain the feeling that a neighborhood is cared for and respected. In conclusion, the broken windows theory is about more than just fixing glass. It is about the message we send when we care for our neighborhoods. George L. Kelling and James Q. Wilson showed us that small problems, if ignored, can grow into big ones. But they also gave us hope by showing that small actions can lead to big improvements. By paying attention to the little things, we can create safer, stronger, and more connected communities. The theory reminds us that every little effort counts and that creating order helps prevent disorder. If you found this video helpful and learned something new about the broken windows theory and how it affects the way we understand crime and community safety, please give this video a like. And if you want more simple and informative explanations of powerful ideas from sociology, psychology, and beyond, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep sharing valuable content with the world. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.